Okay, these are the questions which are related to specific heat capacity, and the chapter is heat of physics, and these are taken as important question and regional question related to this space heat capacity. Now I'm going to talk about this. Let's talk about each of them. Why oil becomes hotter than water when equal mass of water and oil are heated for equal time. Look at this. If oil is taken here and the same amount of if water is also taken here, and if them both of them are heated for equal time, let's say up to 15 minutes, then what is found? Oil is found to be oil hotter than this water. This becomes hot than that of this, less hot. What is the reason? Why oil becomes warmer than that of the water? Now we can say space heat capacity of water is very high. Its space heat capacity is very high, that is 4200 joule per kg degree Celsius. But space heat capacity of oil is less. We cannot say this much because what kind of oil is it? If paraffin oil, then 2200 joule per kg degree Celsius. So when they absorb same amount of heat energy, because heated for same time, they absorb when same amount of heat energy, then the rise in temperature will be high in case of oil. Why oil? Then that of the water. The reason is very simple, because its space heat capacity is less, its space heat capacity is more. So oil becomes hotter than water. Now another question, look at this. Why water is used as cooling agent to cool down hot engine? It's very simply we can say this way. Space heat capacity of water is very high. We can mention it 4200 joule per kg degree Celsius. So it absorbs lot of heat energy from hot engine with less rise of temperature. And so before reaching to 100 degrees Celsius boiling temperature, it removes a lot of heat energy from hot engine. That's why it is used to cool down this hot engines. This way we can answer this question. Now let's talk about third one. Why water is used, why the night of desert is very cold and day is hot. Why night of desert is very cold but night is very cold but day is hot. Space heat capacity, actually desert is covered with sand. All of we know this sand, and its space heat capacity is less, about 800 joule per kg degree Celsius. And in the daytime, because of solar heat energy, its temperature rises quickly because of less space heat capacity, and day becomes very hot. And at night, it also cools down very quickly, because if a substance has less space heat capacity, then it takes very short time to cool down, and that's why releasing that absorbed heat energy quickly, its temperature falls down and night becomes very cold. This way we can answer this question. Why water is used in car radiators? Actually in car radiator, water is used to cool down the hot engine. Otherwise, if engine is very hot, then it is stopped to work. That's why it is used. We can say first that water has very high space heat capacity, that is 4200 joule per kg degree Celsius, and so it absorbs lot of heat energy from hot car engine with less rise of temperature, and so it is very good cooling agent and is used to cool down this radiator when becomes hot. That's why it is used in a car radiator. Now there is another question also. What is it? Why water is used in hot water bag? A hot water bag is used at home, and it is normally filled with what? Water. It is designed to fill with water, and it is made up of rubber. Why water? Yeah, for the health, we can use oil also, but why water? What is the reason of using water? Water has very high specific capacity. The same thing is repeating. Water has very high specific capacity, that is 4200 joule per kg degree Celsius. So when it is boiled, it absorbs very huge amount of heat energy to go up to 100 degrees Celsius to reach up to this temperature. And it has high specific capacity, that's why it absorbs very huge amount of heat energy to reach up to this much temperature. And when it is used in our body, then it takes very long time to cool down, because a substance having high specific capacity takes long time to cool down, because it releases the huge amount of heat energy previously absorbed after very long time. That's why if water is used, we can use that hot water back for long time. So it is used this way. We can answer these questions. All these questions are more or less related to, except this one, very cold and desert. All of them are related to specific capacity of water. We have to remember this value, and with the help of this value we can answer the question.